All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Upscale Love for You. The program participants' opinions are based on the information that they consider from their own knowledge. No expressions or accuracy is related to Upscale Love for You.
Welcome, everyone. This is yours truly, the Dr. Fabulous, and I welcome you this evening. We're going to have a load of fun. I know people are coming in slowly, but you're coming in. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you for coming on this evening. In behalf of Upscale Love for You and my crew, I'm going to turn it over now to the prettiest girl in the world. That is the none other than Chocolate Pearl. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Hey, y'all. It's Chocolate Pearl, your favorite girl, ready to rock your world with the latest topic for today. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. Now I'm going to pass it on over to my favorite brother, the brother from a same mother and same father, Dr. Feel So Good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Feel So Good. The man, the smooth talker, the pimp walker, and the gold stalker. Coming down for you, bringing it live from the 571, because I'm always gun and I'm going to have some fun. Be good tonight because we're going to be talking right and keeping it light. So keep laughing, keep crying, but just keep on trying. Now, I'm going to turn it over to the lovely, the sensual, the sensational, the honey-do, but honey don't, chocolate covered Dr. Seductive. Go on, Seductive.
Good evening. This is Dr. Seductive, the lady who is thick as honey and just as sweet. Tonight's topic is sure to be a treat. So sit back, enjoy, and get ready to feast on these seductive drops of honey. This is a public service announcement from Dr. Seductive, and I'm just what the doctor ordered. Now back to you, Dr. Fab.
All right. Well, you know what? My crew is on it tonight. So, for those of you who don't know what Upscale Love is about, Upscale Love is formulated to entertain, to educate, and facilitate self help, self love, and everything you want and wish to know about love, relationships, dating, marriage, etc., etc. Upscale Love for You often covers hot topics. Oh boy, when I tell you hot, they can get hot sometimes. Sensitive issues and everything that you need to know but are afraid to ask. So tonight, we are going to take you somewhere and hopefully you'll enjoy where we take you. So here it goes. Tonight, our topic is: should a woman act like a lady and think like a man? You know the book by Steve Harvey. And what will happen if she does to that relationship? So we're going to go ahead and get started. And of course, I got to ask everybody this question. How many of you here on the panel this evening actually have read the book Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man? If you have, in the comment section, please put yes. If you have not, put no.
What if you didn't read the book, but you watched the movie?
Well, I think the book is a little different from the movie, but
It's a lot different from that.
yeah, it's a little different.
But the movie did cover aspects of the book, because whenever they talked about those different types of relationships, Steve Harvey had a chapter in for each one.
Okay. So, with that being said, Dr. Seductive, Nikki, Vivian, you never finished it, and Chocolate Pearl, you did not read it. So, I'm going to come right on over to Dr. Seductive, and then I'll come to you, Nikki. After reading Steve Harvey's book, Act Like a Lady and Think Like a Man, what was something that was a key pointer that was positive for women?
Hmm. I guess there were a lot of positives. I guess kind of just
One that really
it.
stuck out to you?
I'm gonna give just one overall positive, and that was sometimes it. I guess it gave women something, a playbook, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, just some insight into how some men think, right? Not maybe not all of them, but how some men think. So I think that was a positive, and it got people. I think the best positive was it got people to talking about relationships and got people to communicating about different aspects of the book, especially when it came to the Black community.
Okay. So, Nikki, what was your positive that you found after reading Steve Harvey's book, Act Like a Woman, but Think Like a Man?
Well, it had me realize that I had to make myself a priority because back then I was in some terrible relationships where I was letting the guy just dictate everything in the dating scene instead of putting my thoughts out there and my list of what I was looking for.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Kind of, sort of in between. Now, Anson, Anson, Anson Bowie. This you ever did you see the movie? Did you read the book? Any of that? You're on mute.
Oh yeah, I saw the movie. It was entertaining.
Okay, so it was entertaining. So do you really think Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man was a good portrayal of how men really think?
No, because it came from Steve Harvey, a failure in relationships.
Okay. Everybody remember, upscale love are the views of every panelist that's on here. Nothing is from the views of upscale love. Everyone has an opinion, and that's Anson opinion, Steve, because you all right in my book. But anyway, I'm gonna jump down to Danny. Danny, are you with me? Danny may not be with me, so I'm gonna come on up there to you. Oh, Danny, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here today. I'm here. What's going on, people?
Did you hear, excuse me, did you read or did you see the story, Act Like a Lady, but Think Like a Man? And I asked Anson, do you think that was a good portrayal of how men really think
Not at all.
or act?
Not
So
at all.
tell me something that you would have done differently, because it's going to segue into my next question. I'm a expound writer. I want to become that next writer, and I was to write a book, Men Act Like a Man, but Think Like a Woman. What is something I should put in my book that you think that women or how women think?
That's a tough one, but me being me, Steve Harvey's a clown, so I didn't like that. Yeah, I really don't have nothing to say on this subject. But I will say this: if they want to have a woman act like a man, they should have had it from a Dyke's perspective. No,
Ooh, okay. I can kind of feel
That's
you in that
interesting.
direction. That's real interesting.
Yes. Can
And
you expound on that?
can you take it a little deeper for me, Danny?
no, because I'm tired of these dykes wearing all the wife beaters and 42 pants. No.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you, Danny, after you sum it up. But I'm going to go over to Dr. Feelgood. Now, this is a segue into my question. If I wrote the book, Men Act Like a Man, but Think Like a Lady, what will be something key that you think? That's what I need from you, Dr. Feelgood.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit later about what I think about Mr. Harvey, but that's another story. Now let's from a male perspective, what do we think that how women think? One, we think y'all indecisive.
Okay.
Two, we think y'all think emotionally. Three, we think sometimes y'all think y'all know y'all always right. Even when you're wrong, you're right.
Well, that's
So if
not so.
Hey, the truth is welcome in my house.
Oh, because we're always right. Okay, thank you.
But
Oh God.
like I was saying,
I'm just messing with him, Anson. Not...
like I was saying,
What they say, a happy life, a happy wife, a happy wife,
yeah,
happy
but
life.
it should be happy. That's not nobody, but that's the thing, for a man to think like a woman, that means that they're not going to complete their thoughts, because women think emotionally. Right. Not the women, y'all intelligent, y'all creative, y'all inspirational, but you really think with your emotions. And it is my perception, but that's how, I can speak to most of the men. That's how we see y'all. Now, going back to Mr. Harvey's book, the Bible says, for what a man thinketh, that he is. So if Steve Harvey is telling you to think like a man, and you think like a man, then what does that say?
Well, you might go to ask Danny to go find those 42 pants and them white beaters. But this is...
But hold on, Doc. Hold on, Doc. An example of that is, I'm giving you an easy one. Where are we going to eat?
That's not fair.
What do you want to eat? Indecisive. How does this dress look on me? Indecisive. There's no man in their right mind going to tell you what he thinks. He's going to tell you what you feel. Because
I have to disagree. I
disagree as well, because I'm going to tell you what
I'm telling you, because listen, let me tell you, as being a plus size woman, and when my husband was living, if I said, babe, no, babe, you got to lose about 5 more pounds before you put that on. He'll tell you quick. He was not going to let you walk out.
No, but I'm saying, I can understand that, but the example I'm giving is, you know that fat is too dressy for that dress, and you gonna ask me, do I look fat in this dress?
No, I don't never ask, because listen.
But that it happens.
Okay.
It does happen.
Let her go outside like that, but you don't let her go outside like that, even if she doesn't look right.
I still
go outside.
Yeah,
I still want you to be honest with me. So if I do look fat,
no, but
because I may look fat. Wait a minute, I may look fat in one particular dress or outfit, but I may not look fat in another one.
And something
else.
So
it could be the way that outfit is
right.
Draped
because
on
you can put on a pattern that will make you look heavier than normal.
Right.
Guys are supposed to know that.
Yeah, no, I think any guy who,
to be honest,
is worth his salt, I'll say it that way, will tell you, baby, that
ain't working.
Let's go with something else.
Yeah.
That's not working.
That's not your best look.
Yeah, my father used to tell me before I left the house, he said, "You represent me. I can't let you go outside like that."
Exactly.
Now, but if you tell that to a woman, sometimes they get, "You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy."
But
No,
if
not
they
if
ask
she
your
your
opinion,
wife
I
or your
expect for that
boo
opinion
or
to be true. If you
Yeah,
don't
but
want to
some
know the
people,
Yeah.
truth,
no,
don't.
no.
I always said, if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask.
Well,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
a different breed. But like I said, it's not. No, I'm all about being upfront. I was like, nah, I don't think you should go out like that. I said, however, that's not some people don't want your opinion, male or female.
Yeah,
Some
I don't
people
think
just want to
that's a
co-sign on their
that's a
mess.
female trait right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Some people don't want your opinion; they just want you to co-sign on their mess. Because
Okay,
everybody,
I get
Okay,
that.
yeah.
everybody has a messy friend. You know they messy. You and they want you to co-sign on their mess. They're gonna go outside knowing you a size.
I agree with
trying
you.
to wear a size. You trying to wear a single digit dress.
I agree
said,
with
if I'm
you.
your friend, I'm like, look, girl, no, but that ain't always the truth.
I know that this is not a
That
part
don't
of the
work for you.
subject.
The
Right. I
problem
know
is
this is
they'll
not a part
consider
of the
mess
subject,
mess.
but I do see women out there who shouldn't have wore something that they put on. And they with a bunch of girlfriends. I
And none of
tell
their girlfriends
whoever
checked
I'm
them.
with, and I said, those are not her friends.
Exactly.
Because her friends would have told her that doesn't look good.
100%.
But you know what? When we were in college, we always had to have one ugly one in the group. But anyway, another subject, another day.
You hear that, Daddy?
Doctor,
that ain't just college. That ain't. I'm sorry to tell you, that's not just college. That's real life, your whole life. You always got ugly friends.
But
and if everybody says the same thing about you, you the ugly person.
Oh my God.
Oh, now that one was right on time.
That was cold. That was cold.
Okay, now I'm getting back on subject, back on track. You said that women were emotional creatures. Unfortunately, my master gangster Tracy is not here yet because this question was for all the women. Some women, when you pass the age of 40 and you're intimate with the guy, but he's really not your boo thing, but you're getting your tires rotated, so to speak, whatever you want to call
Oil
it.
change.
That's what you
There
call
you
it?
go. Can
Get
you
my
get
oil
up?
change.
Can you
Just
get
doing
up?
the plumbing.
Listen to me now.
That lube job.
Can you get up, walk away, and act like nothing is nothing? Because Dr. Feelgood said women are emotional creatures. And some women, when they start to become intimate with someone, they feel like they're in a relationship. Whereas with some women, they know what they want you for, they get what they need, and they keep on moving. So, ladies, my real gangster ladies, can I hear the real true about this? Are you emotional? Does making love with someone cause you to catch feelings and you become attached? Or can you get up and walk away?
Okay, that's kind of
Chocolate
loaded
Pearl
question.
got her hands up. Go ahead, Chocolate
my bad.
Pearl. No. Let Seductive go, and then I go after her because she might say what I was gonna say.
Seductive. I think that's kind of a loaded question. Yes, I am emotional. That's the way God made us. I'm not gonna, because that's my asset, right? That's my asset.
When you give that, you've given all you have to give. Okay, I got you.
However, I can have sex with another person and not think that we're in a relationship. Like, just because we have sex, does that mean we're in a relationship? No, buy me a Tesla, we're in a relationship. But no, just because we have sex, that doesn't mean we're in a relationship.
Okay.
But buy me a Tesla.
All right. So it's
Still
Tesla
trying to get
for
that
you.
Tesla, huh?
Okay.
I think that because like my brother said, we are emotional beings, period. Now, whether we use that of how we try to figure out men or not, we are still emotional beings. That's just our life. We are nurturing. We're women who, love hard. However, there are times where you do have some women, she ain't here, but I'm gonna say Tracy D. Where they just, just down cold and say, this is it. I just want the D and that's it. And she could walk away. But there are some people who could constantly go back to that D. Now, if you're just doing the D one time and then come back 6 months later and do it again, then, that relationship may not become a relationship. But you have a tendency, if you constantly see this person almost on a regular basis, your emotions do get attached in some type of way. It may not be as deep as a regular relationship, but it gets attached at some point. But if you space it out, within a certain amount of time, then no, I don't think that you can, your feelings would get caught up. You just feel like how men would say it's just a booty call and keep it moving.
Okay. All right, Michelle, you got your hand up.
I guess with me being at the point I'm over 40 now, I'd rather have it be established, especially if I meet, like if it's attraction there and if it's just going to be that, I'd rather know. So at least I kind of know in my head, all right, just if it's going to be, just sex, a booty call, whatever you call it, I'd rather have it be known up front than just kind of being stringed along or seeing what happens and everything. So I'm at a point right now, I'm like, either I'd rather meet you and do anything, or if we are going to do something, let's, I would rather just know than to have all the feelings developed and everything like that. I'd rather just know up front what's going on. All right.
That's understandable. Miss Millie, I'm coming on over to Miss Millie.
I think I have been there and I can not be emotionally attached, but if I text or make that call, that person usually know that we're going to hang out and we're going to get together. But on the other hand, the more you see them, some type of feelings get involved, but you know that it's just what it is. You're just hanging out, kicking it, doing what you do when you're doing it. And you know that on both ends. And once you establish that, then they know their place and you know your place in a certain, if for a lack of words, because you can't assume anything, because assumption will get your feelings hurt very quickly. So you have to establish just what type of relationship it is from the beginning, during the process. And so both parties know where you're at.
Gotcha.
I'm on here, but I won't be long. I'm officially on vacation. I'm heading to the A as soon as my bride buddy, she get here, going to Mexico in the morning. So I'm officially on vacation.
All right, enjoy.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm waiting on her to get here.
All right.
Glad you was able to join for whatever time I'm gonna be on here. We're always happy to see you.
Always. Anson, it's all on you.
Yeah, Michelle said something that caught my attention. Being strung along. See, I believe that's where the problem lies, is that people allow themselves to get strung along instead of just understanding what is what it is. You know what I mean? So some people read into stuff more so and not getting any understanding to what's happening. Because I've been in situations where, I've gotten physical with someone and they've gotten attached. I mean, this happened several times. But I was man enough to have conversations with them and be straight up.
To let it was just almost a booty call.
Well, but there wasn't that type of conversation. It was what's understood don't have to be said.
Okay.
So the conversation was enough to where it was understood what was going on. Like I had one female I was dealing with. I told her YOLO. And she asked me what the YOLO means. I said, you only live once. And later on that night, we went to the hotel room. So off rip, she knew what it was.
And that's her choice. That's the thing. Once she knows, it's her choice of whether she wants to continue it or just step back. It's her choice. That's a big difference.
She had enough information to make a
Exactly.
conscious decision about it.
That's right, because she
That's
could have
right.
been
That's
on
right.
and went to Bible study. Okay. Oh, ooh, okay,
My
Dr.
God and
Seductive,
thy staff,
you got
they comfort me.
I'm done.
Amens
past-
and amens again.
In my past, they leave Bible study for
Whew.
that.
okay.
I was just gonna say, and I wrote this in the comments, and I've said it before, that women use sex to get love, and then men use love to get sex, right? So men will tell you that they love you in order to sleep with you, and women will allow a man to sleep with them in order to feel like they are being loved.
Nah, I disagree
right?
with that. Disagree with that.
So I said some. I'm not.
I
I'm not saying all.
ain't telling nobody I love them to sleep with them. Never.
Now, Danny, you did tell me you love me. Now, that wasn't the truth.
That was
Danny,
different. Let me
you
shut up.
out here
Let me-
Oh,
telling
yeah,
people you
that was
love
different.
them. Oh,
Baby, I would never do that to you. Come on now. Come on now.
okay. I was getting ready to jump through the screen, but
I believe
anyway.
he'll do it.
Miss Millie, don't let me come to Mexico, please.
You ain't
Danny
ready.
say
You
have
ain't
passport,
ready,
will
honey.
travel.
You ain't ready.
Okay. Well,
Ooh, Dan
Hold on,
say
real quick.
he
Before
stay
you move
ready, so
on.
he don't have to get ready. I don't know who you talking about.
Tell
Before
them.
you move on, I just want to say something real quick. Since we was talking about Steve Harvey in the beginning, talking about his book and everything, I want to say something that someone else that is not very popular said that's very true to relationships, and I believe 100% that's 100% correct. That women control access to sex, men control access to relationships. Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, we said that before. Yeah, I think that's true.
okay.
Or access to the womb.
Can I didn't hear what's true. Can you repeat what's true?
Say it again, Anson.
Women control access to sex, men control access to relationships.
Okay.
You have a rebuttal, Mr. Stevenson?
Well, can I tell you something, man? You and a woman may start off, say we're gonna be casual, right? But the moment you be intimate with her, you don't even realize you done signed another contract.
See, that's what I just said.
She
With
got
some
you.
women.
Yeah, you done sign another contract. It takes a rare woman that's gonna just lay down with you, sleep with you, you get up and you go your way and she go her way. But most women are gonna be attached. They get, like men, we're just having sex, but they're having emotions.
They get addicted to what the dick.
Oh,
I beg to differ on that.
Well, they call that dignity.
Stigmatized.
Digmatized. You heard Amanda Sears talking about being digmatized?
I've been stigmatized before. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't the only one. Men that got coochie ties, so it don't work both ways.
Oh yeah, I've done that before too.
That situation is
It's called snack, crackle, and pop. He can't help but come back.
And you know what happens too? I don't care how much we start off when we say that we're gonna just be casual, that's it. At some point, the more we spend time together, somebody get in their feelings.
And that's what I said earlier. If you do it like once every 6 months type situation, the feelings may not come. It's just a drop and go. If you're seeing each other more than that and a frequent basis, yeah, there are going to be some type of feelings. Might not be mutual, but someone's going to have feelings.
Well, good stuff. You can't do that every 6 months, baby. Good stuff.
Yeah, because they be too good. They come back.
But if you live long distance, that happens. But hey,
I say good stuff covers a multitude of sins.
I think that when you and a person have that understanding and y'all connect really well, that you and that person, no matter time and distance, won't stop it if y'all connect. When it's time to connect again, y'all gonna connect.
But
because both parties know what they had at the moment, but both parties have to always communicate and let each other know exactly where things are going. Nobody get led along. I know what's going on. He know what's going on, and then we get a mutual agreement and do what we choose to do and enjoy it at that
Yeah.
moment.
Don't you think though that nobody has the right to take your right of choice away?
No, you can't. Don't take my
I agree
choice
with
away.
that.
Give me the choice to choose.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, and I think that's where the problem comes in when you don't give a person the right to have a choice.
Mhm.
In other words, because I want it, and I'm gonna just tell you what I need to tell you to get it, and when I get it, then I ain't feeling that way. But if I'm gonna be,
That's what I mean by using, they may use the words love, like baby, I love you. Give
That
me
L
some.
word.
Right. They
But
use the
things
L
can
word.
change over time.
oh yeah,
Things
yeah,
can change over
yeah,
time. Things can
absolutely,
start off one way, but they can change to something else
yeah,
throughout
Mhm.
the course of it happening.
right,
But that's what conversation comes into play.
right, absolutely.
But a lot of people don't know how to have effective
We
conversation.
don't. Hey,
It's always I want, and then when it's not what you want, then it's a problem.
hey, Hannah, don't that takes us back to the one show we had where we talked about that generation dysfunction and the lack of communication effectively is part of that generation dysfunction because we don't know. And we have to go through experience and then we learn and we have to learn how we communicate with people. And some people when you learn how to communicate, they still don't want to communicate because they don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Two people
Okay.
have to be there at the same point.
Well, that is something that we all can go about, whether it's coochie tied, dickmatized, whatever tide it is. You can always think, well, is this something that I'm doing because I just want to do it, or am I hooked? Is it an addiction? Like you need to go to,
Addiction.
yeah.
It can be an addiction depending on the person.
Okay.
Mhm.
But if
All
there's
right.
And how
emotional
good
ties,
their
there's emotional
addiction
ties
is.
from, right? But I'm saying, the emotional ties form. It then it
Mhm.
doesn't become. It becomes more than just a body part. It gets into a situation where it becomes codependency,
Yeah.
Okay.
where people do. I left my right sock, my right favorite sock at your place. Said, you got my playing cards. I got the three clubs is under your couch. I want to come get it.
Ain't
Right.
leaving nothing here.
Well,
Whatever you came in the house with, take it when you go. If that's all I'm hanging out to do.
But you know what, like Hanson say, communication.
Communication.
Good effective communication, it kills all of that. You can
Mhm.
leave your car in the driveway, but if that don't mean I'm gonna be attached because you car in the driveway.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
you have to communicate. It's got to be all about that good communication, man.
And
all right.
I think guys will try to leave an object, I think, quicker than a woman. Maybe that's just how I feel
no.
about it.
Hell no. Y'all leave bobby
Oh,
pins
no.
here. Are you kidding me?
Yep. I left my lip balm. What?
Y'all,
You
y'all,
can't buy another one?
y'all
I'm
claim
finna come get it.
y'all put stuff placed that men don't look.
Under the bed.
Right.
Under the
Other women
bed.
will look. That, you go
Under
to
the
the bathroom.
bed.
I got to use your bathroom. Pull
I
back the
left my
sheet.
panties in the corner of your bed.
Mhm. Oh, they don't tell you they left them there. Your other chick finds them there.
What's that on my toe? What's this?
Yo, I had a dog
my
find
God.
some panties under my bed. And I ain't know where the hell them things came from.
You knew.
Not just men. That's not just women. That's men too that done left some stuff.
Yeah.
The Panty fairy
Purposely.
left them. That's who left them. The panty fairy.
But why can I ask you something? Why do you think we would do that rather than just come out and say what I'm?
Because they
you want to come back.
Because if another man, but first of all, they want to make sure another man don't come up in here and that's basically marking their territory.
But
vice versa.
See, I got something for. I got a drawer for all them people.
Strongly disagree with that.
I have a
You
drawer
crazy.
for all them
Y'all
people.
crazy.
yeah, but
I done had girls get cheap weaves that when they brush it, they comb it, it comes out on purpose.
You should mess with women that get cheap weaves. You should.
I said I did.
Put them a
Millie, I
12A
messed up one time.
bazillion
I
hair.
messed up
He's
one time.
what
Now,
is
if
it
you think about
called?
it, I don't like women with weaves. I don't like women with weaves now, just because of that. I'm shedding weaves.
But look, he's
be that yaki.
a germaphobe anyway, so that's why he find them little bits and pieces.
Thank you. I got
That people
OCD. I will find it before anybody else find it. You exactly.
Okay, well, listen. I want to say my questions. You all answered them. You took me to places that we needed to go. And I'm going to roll it right on over to Dr. Seductive to give you a little bit more. Dr.
Okay,
Seductive.
thank you, Dr. Fab.
We
Listen,
can,
so Keith,
can I get a little bit more? You gonna give me a little bit more? That's what you're trying to give me, Dr. Seductive, a little more?
a little bit of this honey, baby. Listen, Keith, I'm coming to you really because
Yeah.
this is gonna build on something you said. So you said that we have to have some communication, right? That's actually gonna make it better. So Steve Harvey's book said you should have a 90-day rule.
Mhm.
And for those of you who are not familiar, the 90-day rule is you're not giving up the cookies or the cooch or the other stuff, whatever you want to call it. You're not giving it up for 90 days because in his book he explained that corporations have a 90-day rule. Before you get benefits, you have to work there for 90 days. And then you can get benefits, right? The benefits don't start the first day you get there. So in that 90 days, it you're not supposed to, of course, have sex or whatever, but I guess that would be a time of getting to know each other.
Right.
But how effective do you think this 90-day rule is for people at the age or over the age of 40?
I think if it's gonna work, it's gonna work regardless of the age. And I think when you get somebody that's willing to go along with that 90-day rules, that's a person that's looking for something a little more solid than just a one night stand. Because they're willing to
Okay.
they believe that the sacrifice is worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
That 90-day rule, I do agree with that because
Okay.
people change month to month, day to day. You don't ever know.
And you can
Well,
see
this is true.
someone's true colors. Give them 3 months.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that
Nah,
real deal kick out there in a hot
It
second.
depends. It depends on a person and what they want from you or what they looking for.
Right.
If they just
Mm-hmm.
if they looking for something, yeah, they trying it right from the door. But if they have longevity and patience, they'll wait. They'll wait.
They'll wait for day 91, Danny.
90 and a half.
Yeah.
90.5. 90.5.
Just to say they got them draws.
Vivian,
Oh, and then leave.
I beg to differ a little bit.
Okay, Vivian, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
One of the things that, made me fall in love with my husband is he says women give men all the wants. The men play that role for a little while, get what they want, and then they finally snatch you up. And then, during those 90 days or however long it is, you have the representative of the man. You don't see who the real person is until later. And it's so funny because that 90-day rule, I think of it, it's a vibe, right? It's either you're feeling the person or you're not. Women know within the first hour whether or not he's gonna get it or not.
5 minutes, sis. You told me 5 minutes.
I was told 30 minutes. I was told 30 seconds.
Viv,
we definitely know within the first hour.
Viv, you told me a long time ago, in the first 5 minutes, Viv. Come on, cut it out.
We're gonna let some of the women, it takes a little bit longer.
If they're wearing matching panties and bras, they giving it up.
Not necessarily.
Douglas?
They may not be wearing any drawers and still not giving it up.
Douglas is peeking through.
Yep, that's Douglas. Okay.
Douglas trying to sneak in.
Trying to get in on the backside.
Yeah.
So I think about the 90-day rule, but I don't know who said it, but it's a vibe. Like if I'm vibing with the person, I don't know. I feel like after 40, you probably have less life in front of you than you have behind you. So why would you wait 90 days, right?
If you vibing, you ain't thinking about no days.
Huh?
If you vibing, you're not thinking about no days.
You're not.
It's just a vibe.
And my thing is like, I don't know who it was last week that said, they ended up with a Minute Man. Well, shit, I done wasted. I wasted 90 days of my life waiting for this minute. And I could have got this out of the way the first date, right? Instead of waiting 90 days for a minute. I'm just saying.
One shining moment.
Minute, one shining minute, not moment, minute. Okay.
Hey, Dr.
You know,
Seductive, can I say
yes,
something to you? You know,
yes.
one thing, you're right, you shouldn't have to wait that long. But you know, one thing about a man, especially when he's looking for a real woman, a good woman to be with, you know, I'm gonna try you immediately. And the more you resist me, that says to me that everybody ain't gonna be able to get you right away. That shows me a level of value that you just ain't out to giving it away. As much as I know you don't slept with people.
Disagree.
No, listen.
And I think that's just for some men. Go ahead, but Keith,
I disagree too. But what he just said, let him finish though. He said,
I'm gonna let
You know what?
Yeah, let him finish.
As much as I'm gonna try to get it from you, as much as when I meet you, I'm gonna try to get it. But you know, the more you don't give it to me, that gives me a different level or put you a different perspective about you. That I know you.
It
you
gives
ain't
you
wild
appreciation for.
Yeah, she ain't wild and giving to everybody. You're trying to hold back. So you know, they give me a different vibe for you. Yeah, I don't know that, but that's what she
might be just making you wait though.
Yeah, she making you wait. Everybody else
That's why I disagree.
That's why I disagree. But if you giving it to me right away, you gonna give it to everybody right away.
No, not necessarily.
I disagree.
Okay, so it's something special about me. You gonna give it to me right away?
It kind of go back to that vibe, right?
Yeah, you
so
vibing with the other people might not be vibing with you.
Right.
You and I may have a great friendship or whatever, so I can wait the 90 days. If I'm really vibing with you, shit, I ain't waiting them 90 days. I'm like, let me see if the rest of this is as good as this is, right?
Can I tell you something? I mean, for me as a man, that if me and you went out and I can knock you off for the first night, 2 nights, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit, everybody, I got it easy. Why anybody else ain't getting it easy?
Oh, I'm not saying I'm not saying that I'm gonna knock you off the first night. That's not out of the question. I'm not saying that it's out of the question either. But what I'm saying is, I'm probably not gonna give it to you the first night. Just not. I'm just not.
I get the first.
Not like that. But I'm probably not gonna wait the full 90 days if I feel a vibe with you.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
Is that's what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand.
Right. Okay. And then like
grown folks do what grown folks do.
I've met people and waited 2 or 3 months or whatever to have sex, and I was thinking, shit, I could have been having this sex the last 90 days. What the hell was I waiting on? I wasted 90 days, right? Okay, exactly. Douglas, and then Chocolate Pearl.
I was
trying to I was gonna say what was the topic, but I kind of get it. We discussed the 90-day rule, but have y'all discussed how it came about? What was the purpose of the 90-day rule?
Yeah, I think I explained that right before you came on about like corporations only give you your benefits after 90 days. That part, is that what you mean?
Yeah. It was a guide because, men, we're pressuring women to, have sex on the, when we first see you.
Why do you do that? Just
best
asking.
time. It's the best time.
It's
best time.
We're trying to find out who you are.
Well, have you ever had some pussy? That shit good.
I've had some. I mean, I have one. I have one.
Have you had some?
Freudian slip.
Well, it's good. That's the
This is being recorded. I hope my mama don't see. Okay.
I think I plead the fifth on that one, but I never tasted somebody else. I know that much.
So, but I'm saying it seems like women are surprised that men want to have sex.
No, I just asked, why do you want to have it on the first date? Like, you don't want to get to know me?
I want to get to know your box.
That's all?
And if it's good, then I get to know you.
No,
Douglas. Okay.
You see,
I'm saying in general,
my man Dougie is on today, baby. Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's called post-nut clarity.
Post-nut clarity.
Well, we grown, we're gonna do what grown folks do. I mean,
wait. I got to jump in here. This is not even my time, but Douglas, you meet a woman, you all go out to dinner or whatever. So you automatically say, because we're out to dinner, you want to try her for dessert, opposed to having a good stimulating conversation, seeing where you could be dealing with an old crazy woman that once you hit it, then she stalked you like you used to stalk that woman. She stalked you.
We're not bringing up his
Your
past.
car
Let's not do
What
tires.
are we, one track
All
minded?
of this.
You
Hey,
can do two at the
listen,
same time.
listen. What the boys and men? What the boys and men say? Ooh, ah, ooh. That's because
Jackie say it's two at the same time. Would you believe it?
But
Lord
Hey,
have
Doug,
hey, hey,
mercy.
Doc,
it's a
hey,
stimulating
Douglas,
conversation.
hey,
One track
Dougie,
minded.
I can tell you this,
But for
Dougie.
real,
If she crazy,
on the real,
Dougie, there's probably some high quality stuff too.
on the real,
Wow.
male and females get together. You know, the primal instinct is to have sex. Now that we so-called civilized, you know, we can resist the urges and stuff and all of that. So, you know, the 90-day rule was a rule for women to go by. Because every time you go somewhere and you tell a dude like, well, you know, I gotta wait at least 90 days and stuff, he gonna be like, peace, see you.
Right.
Not everybody.
Necessarily, Douglas.
Really,
Not
this
everybody
is
though.
more on the more generalized. That's just like the meme keep coming up. Well, you have a friend of the opposite sex, and it's like, oh, that's just my friend. And you know, it's like, well, call them and say, like, hey, I'm feeling lonely. Come through and see what the male friend will do. Shit, be like, I've been waiting for this for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But
But it shouldn't be surprised that men and women want to have sex because those who do, y'all thrown out that excuse. Well, we grown. We can do what grown folks do. So I mean, when you say that, that means you want to have sex anyway. So you know, if you don't want to wait, and you know, and he knocks it out the box the first night, first week, and don't call back, and then now y'all saying all men are dogs. They just want to use me. If that's a given, act accordingly. That's all I'm saying. Since y'all,
well, okay, well, before y'all chocolate pearl. So, I mean, I'm no Tracy not on here, but I'm gonna be a
I wish
Tracy. I'm gonna
you
give a
was.
Tracy-ish answer, and I'm gonna say, shit, you don't call back, that's your loss. I'm moving on from the X to the next. I'm not waiting around. Like, who does that? Okay, chocolate pearl.
I kind of forgot what the question was. Just changed it again.
Douglas and took you around the world.
It's about the 90-day rule. You know, do we wait or not? You know.
Well, I think with the 90-day rule, to be honest with you, it works for some. To me, a 90-day rule was set up to allow people to get to know each other intellectually, emotionally, and I can't think of the third one, but versus automatically sexually. Like you said, the first whatever seconds or minutes, you already know you want to be in the bed with. So that's automatically in your head for both persons, okay, both parties. However, the 90-day rule says, okay, I know I'm sexually attracted to you, but can I be mentally attracted to you? Can I be emotionally attracted to you? And that allows that person to get to know you on a different level. Unfortunately, a lot of times when they go on that 90-day rule, if they decide to do that, it tends to get emotional or get a little bit more sexual, because depending on the conversations you are having can stimulate, because some people like me, I actually get stimulated by good conversation.
Most women
that
are auditory.
turns me completely on. When you got some sense and you talking to me like I have some sense and I know what I'm talking about and not disrespecting me and acting like I'm a dumb airhead, that is such a turn on to have a conversation with someone that's very intellectual.
Multitasking.
What'd you say?
Multitask.
Yeah, multitask. Yeah. So I mean, that's me, but I think that's what that 90-day rule kind of was set up for, is to get to know you on a different level other than sexual.
Right,
It-
right.
Mm-mm.
It takes that
No,
off
no,
the table early
Oh,
on.
no.
Right.
no, 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 no.
Okay, Anson and then Douglas.
Michelle had her hands
The
up too.
90-day rule.
Who?
Michelle.
Okay, but go ahead, Michelle. Anson, Michelle, and then
No, I was
Douglas.
saying, so the clap, a hand clap.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I didn't see her little hand up. Okay.
So
Anson and then
the
Douglas.
90-day rule.
You still have something to say, Douglas?
Okay, the 90-day rule was put in place. Well, first of all, we got to remember who said this, and this was Steve Harvey, right? So we got to know what his angle is or why he's saying it. So his whole angle to him being in the spotlight now is catered towards women. So he's gonna tell you all whatever you want to hear. So the whole reason why he said 90-day rule is for you to put the lockdown on the punani. But if you want to give it up, you want to give it up. That's where it's always been. But he want to put this whole little situation out to where, well, if you hold back the coochie, then you can get the man to do what you want to do, which has always been the case since before he was even around. It's always been the case. He's just stating obvious. You know, well, like I said, you don't what's understood don't have to be said. But he was saying that so that you feel more empowered by something that you should already feel empowered by, which is your body. So if you while you waiting these 90 days, you can miss out on this 90-day wait out. Because while you waiting these 90 days, somebody else gonna be sitting up here willing and waiting to let me come hit.
Okay.
So you could be waiting for 90 days. I'm already getting my rocks off from several different women
Well,
within them 90
oh,
days.
I ain't
And
about
what if Anson? She might be doing the same thing too. Douglas.
True.
All right, like I stated earlier, that's just a guide, yes, to help women. Because why are men dogs? Because he hit it and quit it. This gives this helps women take a stand and be like, sex is off the table. Although I know you want it and stuff, because you never asked nobody on a date that you didn't want to screw anyway, and you don't accept. Well, women might be hungry, so they go on a date.
Ding, ding. Hey, Anson, how you doing, Anson? Field goal. Field goal. You right on that, brother.
I mean, because first we see you, we're attracted to you. We want to hit it. That's to me, that's a given. That's what all men want to do.
So if you ask me out on a date, you're asking me out because you want to have sex with me. Period.
Eventually.
Okay.
Literally.
All right. I mean, yeah. You said
you don't ask nobody out, Douglas.
I'm just
if you're
asking for
not
clarification.
interested in trying to get with them in a sexual manner. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm asking Douglas.
Yeah, basically yes, but yeah, it is times that's the
Douglas.
overall objective. Yes, that's the overall objective, but you can talk to somebody and based on whatever, the guy might place her in the friend zone. But hey, like I said before, if the ex came over, I wouldn't turn it down. She had to leave afterwards, but it's male, female.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. What I'm supposed to say no?
Right.
If she offering it to me,
yeah,
I'm gonna take it.
Hey, you're not gonna take it.
You're only gonna take it from somebody you're attracted to, now, Hampton.
Yeah, I've had cases in my past where I wasn't.
Don't say you're gonna take it till you accept it. That's a better way to say it.
I'm gonna accept.
We're gonna accept the offering. We accept the offering.
I've had women tell me to take it, so I'm gonna say.
Well, I understand that in an intimate setting, that's what you're saying. But what I'm saying to you is that it just sounds a little bit more less
aggressive.
I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be more PR. I'm gonna be more PR.
Because we don't want people to think that you're that type of guy, and we know you're not. So you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. I ain't got time for all
that.
that.
Arrestable.
Dr. Dr.
Nobody
Fab.
worth that.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm looking at the panel, and I know I have a Kappa here, and I know Douglas is a Q. Excuse me. Yeah, Q. So
I'm
on the
a Omega man.
campus, you say you're Big Daddy? Is that what you said?
So I said I am an Omega man.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
No
thought you
wonder
said
why
Not
you
you.
Big
talking like
Daddy.
that. No wonder why. I knew that's why. I knew
Yo,
I saw
I
that
know.
circle.
I just figured it out, y'all. I just figured it out. Douglas just came from Charlotte. Yo, you feeling it? I like this, Douglas.
Yeah,
He came from
he
Charlotte
went to
with all the
Charlotte
juice.
and got a booth of
Yeah.
juice. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But what
I should
I'm
have been
saying
in Charlotte
is,
last weekend. Okay, go ahead.
Don't make
what
me
I'm
cry. I've
saying
been
to
racist.
Douglas is, I listen to him, and he puts on the persona as if he's hitting it and quitting it. But I guarantee you, when he hit that right one, and what you all call it, key coochie matized,
Yeah, he gonna get
he
cool.
will become that
Oh,
stalker once again.
ooh.
And that I see him just trying to climb through the window.
Yo, that is never
Dr.
going to get
Fab,
let
I
down.
really,
They got you looking through the window, bro. It's over.
Dr. Fab, I really need you to quit with Douglas in this in
Yes.
his and he said it was a one-time thing. Now let's just leave it alone.
That was no one-time thing. I saw Douglas in our neighborhood the other week.
Anybody else have any comments?
But wait. Let me clarify this because she used to be my fiance.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Not me, y'all. Not me. He talking about an ex.
Yeah, the one that I was looking.
Oh, we knew that.
Oh, okay.
She used to be my fiance. You know, I got mobilized. I was going off the war, so I asked her to marry me.
Aww.
And then she pledged Delta while I was gone.
Oh God.
When I came back, I wanted to finally graduate. So I was taking 3 computer classes in the same quarter, and she wanted to be out. And I was like, I got to go to class finally and stuff. So she found somebody that she could party with, and you know, it crushed me. So when you get stepped on, you do things that you normally wouldn't do. So
and she didn't really love you, so that was good riddance.
90 days didn't work. 90 days didn't work.
She didn't really love you. That's what it was.
Oh, this was 2 years.
That was a facade.
Yeah. And you know what said, Douglas? When you have preferred to find that out sooner than later, right?
Yeah.
No,
what if you married her?
Yeah, that's sooner than later together and stuff. So, you know, but that's how the stalking came out of me. So that ain't gonna happen again. now it's like,
Douglas.
Now it's like you know,
is half the battle.
Bump it. But yeah, I have gone on dates with a woman that you know we're just friendly and stuff.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Douglas.
So are there women that Douglas, are there women that you are physically attracted to that remain in the friend zone?
Yeah, only because she hadn't said yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Touchdown.
But the moment she says yes, Douglas, does that mean you're going to hit it and quit it, or you're going to try it? Because you don't want to grow old and lonely and bitter.
I'm going to give it
Douglas gonna get the drugs, dog.
Where did that come from?
What'd you say, Douglas?
It looked like Dr. Fab was trying to put her name in the ring.
Oh no, darling.
On that note,
tell them.
Chocolate Pearl, go ahead and get started.
Nah,
Thank you,
I ain't
guys.
saving you. I ain't saving you. You on your.
Ooh, Daddy, you put me right on out there, but that's okay. I got you.
All right, y'all. I have a question. Hopefully this is something, a good question. I actually put it by my psychologist, and she thought it was great. Okay, can the ability to act like a lady and think like a man help you understand him or his urges better?
No.
Yeah, one more time.
Can the ability to act like a lady and think like a man help you understand him or his urges better?
No,
Of course. I
no.
think
You
so.
say yes?
Say no.
Hanson,
I said no.
Danny?
Because I don't care how much you try, you'll never be able to think like a man. I'll never be able to think like a woman.
Right.
You know, I may know some similar things you do, but I can never be and have that in-depth thought and reaction to what a woman thinks or feels. So I would say no on that one.
Henry
But
has
the
his
And,
question
hand up.
isn't.
I say hell no.
and why?
Hell.
Why you say
Think about it.
hell no?
Hell no. Think about it. You got dykes wanting to be men, and they emotional. You got men wanting to be women, and they like it never work. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Good point.
Never. Never.
Hanson?
I say it does work because the question is, do it help you understand? Does it help women understand men? And whenever you understand someone, whenever you can think like someone, you can understand someone better. You know, so and that's the key to anything, no matter what the topic is. Why does a serial killer become a serial killer? Well, if you understand them, you understand why they became a serial killer. That don't mean you agree with it, but you understand why they did that. So whenever you can think like someone, but the key is that you're thinking properly. If you get some insight on how a person thinks, then you can understand them better.
You know, Anson, that might be right, because how about the young man that went back to that school and killed those children in kindergarten? He said that was where he was first bullied at. And I was like, wow, that was deep. So you might have a point.
That don't mean that's a feeling that he never got rid of, being bullied. So
Right.
In that classroom that he
yeah.
went back and shot up those children.
Okay, so he went back based on something that was impermeating in him. That left a mark on him, an indelible mark that he couldn't get rid of. That doesn't say he was thinking like nobody. We can think we understand what somebody feels or goes through. Unless we actually are that, we can't. We could never
Well,
get
the
it.
news flash is that he wouldn't be feeling that way if he wasn't thinking about that. That's the key. Is that you got to get in somebody's head to see what they're thinking, because you can't just feel random stuff. It got to be a reason why you feel that way, because you're thinking about something. So if he might have got psychology, a psychologist to talk to about him being bullied in kindergarten, he might not have never went to that school and shot them kids. So it's not about thinking what he thinking. It's about getting in his thought process, because he felt that way because he was thinking that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can read his mind. I'm saying is to kind of see what is guiding his feelings.
Okay, I was told that it doesn't look like he's any longer on here, but somebody named Kevin, was it Kevin that you said? No, Henry. Henry, is he still on?
No, it looked like
I
he
think
went
he
off.
dropped off. Does anybody else like to interject on that?
Douglas has his hand.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, oh,
Douglas has his hand up.
Oh shit! Kiki. What's up,
like,
Doug?
yes, it gives insight. For men, if we understand that women like to talk through their issues and not really looking for a solution at times, it will help in a relationship. If women will understand that when something's on a man's mind, most of the time we go inside and be quiet. We don't want to talk it out with you. We want to contemplate what we need to do. And when we come and get a solution, we will then inform you. But when y'all keep saying, what's on your mind? Tell me, let me in. And be like, babe, I just need a moment. Why you won't talk to me? And now you start nagging. And now you come from baby to the other word and stuff. So in learning how each other communicate can give insight on how to behave and respond. And that's why a lot of time when men, when relationships have issues and the lady want to talk it out, and we say, look, you need to call your sister a girlfriend because I don't want to hear it. You know, for the women, you never let me in. So
I see what Lakeisha was trying to say something. Look like you wanted to interject what Douglas was saying.
That's it.
Oh, it's Lakeisha.
Lakeisha, you wanted to interject what Douglas was saying, or you just
it's Lakeisha.
I didn't want to.
Lakeisha, excuse me.
It's Lakeisha. I didn't want to interject.
Okay.
I was just mulling it over. That's all. And then the fact that he was saying that the female asks the guy, the male, what are you thinking about? And then he tells her, you know, I don't want to talk about it right now. And then she'll come back later and ask again. And then he mentioned that that's nagging. I'm seeing that more as the person having a concern.
Right.
Not as nagging.
Right. That's from the female.
That's why I had made that face.
Right. That's from the female point of view. But from the male point of view,
I'm not. But see, can I finish my thought process first? I'm not thinking from a female's point of view. I'm more thinking from a human point of view. From a human point of view, I'm seeing that you're going through something. I'm seeing that it could be maybe some traumatization there. Everyone goes through that. Female, male, child, teenager, adult, whatever the case may be, whatever your age. It's a human thing. It's a human connection there that I'm looking at. I don't care that you're a male or a female. You could be a female that's not talking, but I noticed that. Right. I'm going to be concerned about that if I know and care about you. So it has nothing to do with your sex. That's my perspective.
I'm sorry? I did not say ask. I said, if they say, hold on, I'm thinking about something, I'll talk to you later. And at times, if you keep coming back and you don't give that person time, I said that turns into nagging. I didn't say don't be concerned, don't ask questions.
I never said that you said don't be concerned. I said that you had said that she'll ask you how, what are you thinking about? And you'll let them know, but I don't want to talk about that right now. And then later on, they'll come back again and ask again. And you said that's nagging. I'm saying from my point of view, that's more of a concern. Right. I don't see it as being a nagging thing. Right. That's
because their attitude hadn't changed and you still concerned. If you might not want to talk about it at that moment. So you give them a chance to say, okay, let them think it out, or let them, get their mood changed. But then later on, if you don't see that their mood has changed, there is something wrong. If you don't seek, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's family, if you don't try to seek that concern to that person, that something just might happen. They may snap because they had it all balled in, and then when they get it all balled in, they may just pop off. So that person who has that concern, okay, you said you didn't want to talk about it earlier, but can we talk about it now? Because I still have your attitude, your persona, or everything else still in a negative vibe, or it doesn't look right, or doesn't seem right. So let's talk about it, because sometimes it is worth talking about. And then hopefully whoever's asking you that question, if they can't get it the second time, hopefully they can state to you, well, you need to talk to someone, because it's a concerning moment right now that there's something wrong, and you may not want to talk to me, but can you find somebody to talk to?